Hello everyone, good morning and welcome back to another vlog. My god, I did not expect to be starting my vlog from my flat today because leading off of how my previous vlog ended, as you would have seen, basically had a massive power cut and it has been a bit of a nightmare. So to give context, if you didn't watch my previous vlog, today is Monday and last Wednesday evening we had a power cut and I wasn't in the building when it happened. Me and Joe were out at Soho House having some drinks and Cal texted us saying that there was a power cut. So we got home, obviously there was a power cut, but we went to bed under the impression that like there's gonna be electric in the morning because I don't know, when you have a power cut I'm just like, yeah, they'll be able to get it up and running, like it's not gonna be an issue. So wake up the next morning and there's no electric. So I was like, oh my god, like this could become a problem because my first kind of like priority in my head was the fridge freezer. Like we've just done a food shop, there's loads of food in the fridge and the freezer, it's gonna go off. I just don't really know what I was thinking. Like I was panicking because I've never had a power cut for that long before. And then went out all day Thursday and we were getting email updates throughout the day and they'd basically sent us an email saying that they were going to be able to get the electric up and running on Thursday evening. So I was like, perfect, like I'll be out the house on Thursday, can come back in the evening and the electric will be on. But it wasn't just the electric, we also had no water and we obviously had no hot water, but we also had no cold water, which I don't really know how those things link or how that's possible to not have any cold water when the electric goes off. I don't know, but we had no cold water. And then anyway, they managed to get the cold water back up and running, but obviously not the hot water. And then I filmed a vlog clip and was like, fingers crossed the electric's gonna come back on tonight, like all will be well, all will be fine. And then, I'm not joking, about 20 minutes after I filmed that vlog clip, we got an email and it said like urgent update. And I was like, oh no, like I have a really bad feeling about this email. And I opened it and they basically said that they weren't gonna be able to get the electricity on until Monday. So at this point, bear in mind, it's Thursday evening. So all sorts went through my head. I was obviously like, right, first of all, the fridge and the freezer needs to be emptied. Everything's got to go. Like it's, you know, like what can we do about it? Like Cal's fridge freezer, like Cal who lives in the building, his is also gone. So like I can't move my food anywhere. And me and Joe had also meal prepped as well. So we were just like, oh my God, this is a nightmare. So Joe had taken a few bits to work to put in the fridge. But other than that, like what can you do about it? So that was my first port of call. And then I was like, right, where do we stay? Because they were basically saying that they recommend, obviously, that everybody leaves and comes back on Monday and we're going to get a certain amount of money per night that we're not able to be here to cover our accommodation. So by the time I got looking at accommodation, because I didn't see the email straight away, a lot of the places that the amount of money that they were giving us covered were already booked, because obviously a lot of people in this building had also like clicked on the links and stuff and had booked those places to go and stay. So I was like, I don't know what to do here. Like we need to be out the house until Monday. So I basically found this little like apartment in Native in Manchester. It's like an apart hotel. I think it used to be a prison and it came within the budget of what like they were giving us. So I was like, perfect. So I booked to stay there until today and it had like a little kitchen, it had a little living room, it had a separate bedroom. Like it was basically just an apartment. So it was really nice. So we stayed here on Thursday night still and then moved into there on Friday, because by the time that we'd got that email on Thursday night and we'd all had discussions and I was also panicking about needing Wi-Fi for work, it was like 11:30 at night and I was like, generally might as well just go to bed right now and deal with this in the morning. So went to bed Friday, got into the Native, stayed there, obviously really nice, like we just went out and business as usual, whatever. And then Saturday evening I get an email saying that they've managed to get a backup electricity working. So I was like, you know what, before I go home, let me just make sure that the electric's not going to go off again, because I don't want to move all the stuff back to then have to come back again because the electric's gone off. So I rang them and they were like, we've managed to get it back on, but we're not necessarily recommending that people come back just in case it goes off again. So I was like, right, I'm going to stay here again on Saturday night, reevaluate the situation on Sunday and then debate if I want to stay in the hotel until Monday or come back today. And then yesterday Joe popped back here whilst I was still in the hotel and he was like, everything's working, like everything is on, the fridge freezer's back on, so we'll come back. So came back here yesterday, moved all the stuff back in, but obviously then we had to defrost the freezer properly. The fridge stunk. We'd emptied everything out and everything, but like there was just this weird lingering smell. And what had happened with the freezer was really bizarre. Like ice had formed around the drawers, so you couldn't pull the drawers out, so we had to put the Dyson on like 30-degree heat facing towards the freezer to melt the ice. And then obviously then we had to wipe it all up with all the towels, so all the towels got soaked. And then honestly it was just like a domino effect of things going wrong. Then I was like, right, I need needed to, obviously I'd done all the washing from the weekend and the previous week, so the washing machine had been on like 3 times already, airing everything out, and then I was like, right, I need to wash the towels now. So I put the towels in the washing machine. I did one at a time because I didn't want to put all the towels in at the same time. And it's on for about half an hour, and I hear the washing machine beeping, and I was like, just fuck off. Like I literally just thought, just fuck off. Like I don't need the washing machine to break right now. And I go into the cupboard and it comes up with an error code, and I literally just like bent down, just put my head in my hands, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, could one more thing in this flat go wrong? Like, I just don't understand. And then where my washing machine is, it's in like a double cupboard. So I opened the other side of the cupboard, the Hoover falls out the cupboard and smacks on my toes so beyond hard, I can't even explain. And it was the pain where I dropped to the floor in silence. Like, I couldn't even scream. Nothing was coming out. I dropped to the floor in silence. I was cupping my toes, and the pain made me feel sick. Like, I thought I was actually gonna be sick. And for a couple of minutes, I was like, I've broke my toes. Like, my toes are actually broken. Like, that is what's happened. And for the whole night yesterday, my toes were throbbing. And like, not my big toes, like my 2 end ones, like my little one and the one next to it, beyond throbbing. And then I obviously like rested it and stuff. Had nothing in the freezer to ice it with, because obviously I haven't filled the freezer up, so I was like, I don't know what to do here. So I'm just resting my foot. Then I walked to bed and I'm like, oh, this isn't feeling good. Like, every time I was putting pressure on my foot, I could feel it. Like, it was really, really painful. And then I woke up this morning. I'm not gonna show you my toes because it just feels a bit too much for me to show my toes. But I've got fake tan on, but I've got a horrendous bruise all on my little toe, the toe next to it, like all on my foot on the top. And I can bend my toes so it can't be broken. I think I just really badly bruised it. But oh my God. Honestly, I just thought, realistically, like, what else can go wrong with the house now? The washing machine's broke. I managed to fix the washing machine. The washing machine broke. We have no electric. We have no water. What else can break in here? Like, is the oven gonna break? Is the toaster gonna go? Like, I don't know. It just felt like one of those weekends where it was like one thing after another, after another, after another. But it is now Monday and everything is back to normal. I'm still slightly hobbling on my foot, I'm gonna be honest. If I don't have a slipper on, I can't walk on the hard floor because I can really feel the pain of it, which is really good. But with my slippers, it's like bearable. But yeah, back in the flat, everything is back to normal. I've nearly done all the washing now and I need to fill the fridge. Basically, we went to Costco and we got like cans of Coke and stuff because obviously they'll be fine like without being in the fridge, and we bought eggs and everything, but there's no actual food in the fridge. So all weekend until we got to the hotel, we were having to order food, but the building actually was giving us a food allowance every day to cover what the cost of my food was going to be. So we got £40 a day, which was nice. So that covered me like being able to order takeaways and stuff. So I'm dying to cook. Like, I'm really dying to cook. I got like a Costco pasta to have in the hotel, which was gorgeous. It was like a carbonara penne thing, and oh my God, it was insane. So yeah, I had that, but like I haven't actually cooked a meal since Tuesday last week because I haven't been able to, and I've severely been missing it. I'm like dying to cook a meal. So my plan for today is we're gonna go and do a big food shop. I'm scared now to do big food shop because I don't want to do a big food shop and then the electricity goes off again, which I know isn't gonna happen now, touch wood, but I'm just gonna go and get some things that like I need. I'm not actually gonna be in the house too much this week. I am in London on Wednesday, I'm in London on Saturday and Sunday. I'm out the house all day Thursday for work. I'm not realistically gonna be in the house loads. So I'm just gonna go and get a few essentials, but we're gonna go and fill the fridge and freezer again, which I'm really excited for. And really weirdly, before all this happened, I was thinking to myself, I want to reorganize the freezer because I've got a lot of stuff in the freezer that wasn't necessarily getting eaten, but I didn't want to bin it because it was obviously a waste of food. I was like, I don't really know what to do here because I want to be able to look in the freezer section and buy some things, but I can't. I can now because everything went off. So I can now go and refill the fridge and the freezer. So I'm going to go and do that, which is going to be nice, and do a food shop. And then we're going to come home and I'm going to cook a gorgeous, gorgeous dinner. I've been looking on TikTok for some inspiration, and I think I'm going to do some sort of like beef with like a cheesy sweet corn situation. I've got a bit of an obsession with sweet corn at the minute, so we're going to do that. And then I think I'm also going to have a little quick pop to Primark just to go and film some TikToks and stuff because it's the only day this week I'm going to be able to do that, and I've been saving to do the Primark about TikToks until everybody went back to school. So hopefully the Trafford Centre is going to be a little bit less busy. So I'm going to go up to the Trafford Centre. Potentially might also pop into Superdrug actually as well, because I saw Saf using this matte Morphe lipstick and it's in like a stick, and I use my Morphe lipstick every single day. It's this one that I use. It is the Morphe Soulmate Velvet Lip Mousse, and it's gorgeous. It's in the shade Wifey, but I didn't realise that they actually had other matte lipsticks, so I want to see if I can go and find those potentially. And yeah, that is basically my plan for today. So you're going to be spending the day with me, which I'm very excited about. And now I have electric and have water. Faith is restored in the building. I'm so much happier. Honestly, it's just been a bit of a stressful weekend, but way worse things could have happened. Everything is sorted now. I'm feeling very, very grateful. So first things first, let's go and do a food shop. Right, I am now out the house, but first port of call is food because I'm absolutely starving. Haven't had anything this morning other than some Costco cookies, which is not good because I have no food in the house. So I've come to McDonald's and I've got a 9 nugget card meal. I'm still collecting the cards. I actually need one more just normal card, and then I just need 3 foils. But honestly, I don't know how I did this. I think it's because my brain was just all over the place on the weekend. Yesterday when we came back, I was like binning things in the office. I had like loads of bags everywhere, like packaging and stuff. So I was doing just a bin session, and I had my card little binder in my handbag, and then for some reason I transported it and put it in a Bath and Body Works bag that I had, and my brain just didn't think, and I accidentally binned the card binder. And is that my food? Potentially. I'm just waiting for the food. I feel like that could be it, but she can't see me. I don't know whether to shout to the lady and be like, I think that's mine, but just in case it's not. She's gone to like the other side of the car park. Is that my food? Hopefully she does a lap and she can see my car. I never know how they know this. Do they take like your number plate, or they just describe the car? Wait, she's coming back round. Has she found the car? Oh, it wasn't mine. It was someone else's. Anyway, yeah, so I binned the binder, and then last night popped out, and when we were in the car, I just thought to myself, my binder's in the bin. I was like, I fucking binned my binder. So as soon as I got home, thank God I didn't bin shoot it, pulled my binder out of the bin, and I would have been honestly so upset. I know it sounds so dramatic, but I'm really enjoying collecting these cards, and it's been a while since I've got any, so I'm actually excited to open some more. But anyway, I don't know what the point of that conversation was, just my brain has been all over the place and I needed to eat food. But I've also got oh my god, that just blinded me in the eyes. The light just caught the packet at the real wrong time. This must be an old packet. Oh, it is. It's just an old packet of cards. I don't actually do those. Oh my god, the silver is so bright when I open that. But anyway, what I was going to say was, I've actually still got a load of Disney pins that I need to open. And guys, I feel like this is really going to make my day today to open the rest of my Disney pins. So I'm going to have some food, and then I've got these ones to open. I actually did do a TikTok opening them and everyone really enjoyed it. So maybe when I go to Disney, I'll make it more of a thing to do pin openings. Because I just want to become a Disney TikToker. Like, I actually just want to do it. But I don't know if anyone's going to love that. But I just love Disney so much. But anyway, I've got these ones which are like old videotapes, and then I've got these ones which are lollipops. Is that my food? I think that could be my food. That is my food. Yay. It's alright, thank you so much. Thank you. Is there a pack of cards in there? Yes, there is. I always panic that they're not going to give me the cards. Right, let's open these first. I'm sorry, this is the best part about coming to McDonald's at the minute. The fact you get the card. Right, the only normal one that I need is Birdie. And then I've got all of the normal cards, and then I just need some of the foils. So let's see if we're going to get it in this pack. We've got, can I take your order? Oh, I don't think I've got it. McNugget Buddy, straw dispenser, and molten apple pie. But what free food did I win? I got free 6 nuggets. Slay. Oh, that's so annoying, guys. I really want the Birdie card, and I really want more foil cards. I found 3 foil cards. My favourite one is the milkshake dispenser, but every time I open a foil, the excitement is just another level. So I'll save those so I can sort all of those out and claim my free food. But let's eat, and then we can open Disney pins. But I've had a new obsession at the minute. Tried this a couple of weeks ago from McDonald's, and I'd never had it before, but it's the sweet chili sauce, and I really enjoy my nuggets with the sweet chili sauce. So that is my go-to at the minute every time I come to McDonald's. I always used to get a burger as well, but none of the burgers are really doing it for me at the minute. I feel like I'm just going to wait until they bring either the Philly cheese stack back or the Big Tasty. I was starting to feel sick when I hadn't eaten. That is so good. This sweet chili sauce is unmatched. Oh my god, I just need a minute of silence while I eat my chicken nugget. This, however, is the last takeaway I'm having for a while, because now I could cook again. Back to the meal prep. back to the healthy eating because I feel really sick of takeaways after this weekend. Anyway, what I was saying was my pins. So I've got these little like old videotape ones. I've got these lollipops. I've got handbags, rings, and then thrones. So I've got some good ones. To be honest, I wouldn't actually mind getting a few that I don't like, so I can use them for traders. Anyway, let me eat my food. I'll be back. We can open some pins and then we can go food shopping. Food has been eaten. I was just on the phone to mum. Honestly, I was just telling mum about last night and she was like, Anna, I fell over last night really bad as well. She's like, it's just the energy, so I don't know what's going on at the minute. But anyway, I'm gonna open my pins before I go into, I don't know whether to go to the Trafford Centre first or whether to go to Asda first, but I'm gonna open these. First of all, let's do the ring one. Guys, I wish I could just literally sit and do this all day. It's a real bad addiction. I mean, I could have addictions to worse things, so I'm not complaining, but I would really like, which one would I like? To be honest, I wouldn't be mad at any of these. The Belle one's really cute. Sleeping Beauty one's really cute. The Ariel one's really cute. I don't know if that's Rapunzel or not. I don't know. That's definitely Aladdin and that's Tiana, but there's one that I'm a bit unsure on. But to be honest, like I said, I'd be pretty happy with any of these. Ooh, they're quite big pins. This is the one I wanted. But I don't know if it's Rapunzel. Is it Mulan? Is it Rapunzel? I don't know. Guys, I don't know, but it's the pink one that I wanted. Yay! I was, like I said, I would have been happy with any of them, but I just really wanted a pink one to go with like my pink collection. Oh my god, I'm buzzing with that. Oh my god, I love her. Okay, first pin. That is a success. Let's pop that in there. I'll put that in the bin. Then let's do this one here. So these are the handbags. Again, obviously I would love the pink one, but there's only one pink one out of this collection. All the others are green or blue, so the likelihood of me getting the pink one is going to be very slim. But again, wouldn't be mad at any of these because they're all like pastel-y, really cute colours. So you guys can see it first. Is that the pink one? Oh my god, it's the pink one. What the f? Oh my god, that is so cute. Look at the little bead on it. That, guys, the chances of me getting both the pink ones right now, the energy is back in the room. Everything is positive. Everything is going my way. Everything is working out for me. I'm manifesting. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. That is Sleeping Beauty. That is Aurora. That is absolutely incredible. Okay, 2 for 2 right now. Oh my god, I really can't complain. Okay, let's do the thrones. Now, I would love it to be the pink one. I don't think it's going to be... Oh, I would love Rapunzel's one, actually. I want Rapunzel's throne because it's got a mini Pascal on it. But again, I'm not going to be mad at whatever one I get because they're all really cute. But oh my god, 2 for 2. I am absolutely buzzing with that. I cannot believe that. Okay, next one. I don't know which one that is. It's Rapunzel's throne. Okay. Right, this is 3 for 3. This is really weird. Guys, look how incredible that is. It's a gorgeous Rapunzel throne, then it's got a little Pascal on it. Oh my god, this is amazing because I've literally got all the ones I want from these collections now, so I just won't buy any more from these collections. Oh my god, that is incredible. I'm actually in shock right now. I cannot believe that I've got 3 for 3. Right, okay, I'm not going to be mad at any of these. I can't be because I've got 3 for 3. So let's do this one first. These are the videotapes. Would love Ratatouille, but again, I don't really mind which one I get. Ratatouille would definitely be my number one. Also, found out that the other pin I opened in my other video was Inside Out. Callum was editing my video and he texted me and he was like, the pin that you don't know what it is, the ice cream tub, it's Inside Out. And there's an Inside Out little videotape that you can get actually. All of these are really cute, like genuinely really cute. So again, not going to be mad. I'm happy with any of these, and especially now I've gone 3 for 3, like I really can't complain. Who is it? It's Monsters Inc. Oh my god, that is so cute. Guys, look. I'm obsessed with that. Oh wow, that is incredible. Okay, that has really made me want the Ratatouille one now though. But oh my god, that is so cute. Okay, I'm basically saying 4 for 4 here because all of those I'm really buzzing with. Okay, final pack. I literally just want to sit and do this forever. We've got the lollipops. So there is a couple of characters on here that I don't actually know the names of because I haven't actually watched the films. No one come at me. But we've got Cars, Finding Nemo, Ratatouille and Woody. And then there's like a little fox and a dog. I don't know where that's from though. Like I recognise them, I just don't know what films they're from. But my top choices would be Ratatouille and Woody here, I reckon. Or actually the fox is really cute, but I would absolutely love Ratatouille because I don't have a Ratatouille pin from a blind box yet. I wonder if I could feel for it actually, but I don't want to. Nah, you can't really feel for it. There's the lolly. I don't think it's Ratatouille. I think it's one without something on top of the pin. Okay. Oh, it's a little dog. Okay, I'm not gonna be mad. I don't know what this one is. Someone in the comments, please let me know. But I can't be mad because it's actually really cute. Oh, I just really want Ratatouille though. I really badly want Ratatouille. That just means I'm gonna have to buy some more from this collection, but that is so cute. So we basically got 4 out of 5 pins that I actually really wanted because, to be honest with you, they all match. I feel like I could actually get away with putting all of those in my collection because they're all like pink, purple sort of colours, but that is actually really cute. Maybe I will keep that one. I'm just obsessed. I can't believe I actually got Rapunzel's throne. I am so happy with that, so I need to put those in my handbag, or maybe I'll leave them down here actually until I'm done shopping. But that's gonna be so happy. I actually ordered myself one of the little like pin trading boards finally because I was really struggling to find them in the UK for some reason. They're all in America, but I managed to find one on a website for when I go to Disney in LA. So when that comes, I'm gonna put all of my pins on it and I can actually like show you my pin collection. But yeah, I could have worse addictions. So I'm just a girl. But anyway, I'm gonna pop to, I think I'm gonna go to Primark first and get that out of the way, film a couple of TikToks in there, and then we'll go and do a food shop. I don't think I've ever felt this much excitement from doing my food shop again. First of all, I'm going to get some sweet potatoes because I'm going to have these with my dinner tonight. I've just googled the recipe and to be honest, it's pretty simple to make and you don't have to have it with sweet potatoes, but I'm craving some, so I'm going to get some of these. Onions, these did in fact stink out my fridge, but I cannot go a day without having some onion in my life, so I'm going to get a 3-pack of large onions. I'm going to grab some garlic as well because even though I've got that lazy garlic in the fridge, which to be honest still should be fine anyway, I want to do that little trick that I learned when I went to Food Sorcery with like the fresh garlic bowls, and I'm going to see if it makes a difference like in my meals. I feel like when we cooked the meal prep it did, but I'm going to get some of this. I have missed my avocados. All those ones are very soft, so I'm going to get some. Oh, they're like either really soft or like really hard. I want to get 2 packs, but I don't actually know if I'm going to be able to. I might just have to get some of the others because, oh wait, there's way more up here. Wait, why is one like ready in each pack and one is really not ready in each pack? Gonna grab some chicken breast fillets. I'm gonna get a 1 kilogram pack because I feel like we're gonna have chicken a lot of nights this week. I honestly cannot believe the price of mince nowadays. This is £5.19 for a 500 gram pack. That is insane. I mean, it is the 5% fat one compared to the 20% one, but still that is crazy work. I need to refill my butter dish, so I'm gonna get some of this. This is on sale for 97p. That is incredibly cheap. Yeah, I'm gonna get some of that. I need some cheese, so I've got some grated mozzarella and then some mature cheddar. This was 2 for £4.50, which I actually don't think is that bad nowadays. Some cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese anyway, but I'm actually gonna use this in my sweet corn dinner tonight, so I'm gonna get some of this. Right, food shop has been completed and I've actually drove to Sainsbury's. I just popped in because originally I went to go in to see if I could find the Burger King Pringles and they don't actually have any in that Sainsbury's, but I really want to try and find them. Where's my phone? I'm just debating, like, do I drive to the other Sainsbury's? But I feel like I've said Sainsbury's about 10 times in the same sentence. Sainsbury's always get like all the exclusive things and I've generally never realised it because I just got these little moons, like the little, oh that's what they called, mini moons. I called them little moons in my TikTok videos. That's good. But like I feel like these are exclusive to Sainsbury's because I haven't seen these anywhere else or like anybody be able to get them anywhere else. And then I also got the Dr. Pepper, the cream swirl one. And again, I haven't been able to find this anywhere else other than Sainsbury's. And then down there I just rebought my strawberry matcha milk from Oatly, which again is exclusive to Sainsbury's. And I think these Burger King Pringles are also exclusive to Sainsbury's as well. Wait, Burger King Pringles UK, where to buy? They only came out on the 25th of March, so that was like just over 2 weeks ago. I think it is just Sainsbury's. Oh, it's saying Burger King. I don't think I can get them at Burger King. Wait, let's have a look on the Sun. Oh yeah, it does in Sainsbury's now. Oh wait, no, hang on a minute. Epic collaboration, because I really want to go and find them, so I don't know whether to run to Tesco to see if they've got them. The bacon double cheese XL and chicken royale snacks will be hitting shelves in early April. Oh, including Asda, Sainsbury's, Morrison's, Co-op, Iceland and Tesco. So realistically, they should have them in every one. You know what, I'm going to take a quick drive up to Tesco. Can't be bothered to go back into Asda because that's just a further drive that I need to go. I wish I'd known actually, I should have just googled it before. But I thought they were just a Sainsbury's exclusive. Maybe let me go and look in Tesco. If I can't find them in Tesco, I'll give up and I'll just find them whenever. But at least the fridge is full now and I've got some, well, many exclusive snacks actually. I've got my matcha milk in here. This stuff is incredible. So I had to go and rebuy another carton of that. And then I also picked up some kitchen roll because, oh gosh, I have no idea what's going to find there. I used all of the kitchen roll when I was cleaning out the freezer, so I needed to buy some more of that. But I'm gonna head home soon. To be honest, well, this is actually me being dead honest. I'm trying to avoid being in the flat for as long as possible because I know it's gonna be boiling as soon as I get home, and I am not ready to face the heat. I'm really not. So that's why I'm just thinking it's 3:30. I'm gonna try Tesco because I actually can't go home yet, like I will just sweat and it's just gonna annoy me. So I'm gonna go to Tesco and then we'll come back. But buzzing that I found the Little Moons and the Dr. Pepper though. They are both really good. These little ones here, the salted caramel mini moons, are the best ones. They also had passion fruit and mango ones, but I don't think I would like them. I prefer, like, if I'm gonna have ice cream, I want to taste like sweet, like chocolate, salted caramel and stuff. And oh, these incredible. But anyway, let's go to Tesco. Let's see if they have them. If not, we can head home and we can cook ourselves a nice dinner. I'm home and I was correct. Absolute sweat box in here, so hair has gone straight up, the window is open, the fan is on. But I'm going to do a little haul because I popped into Ice and Food Warehouse instead of going to Tesco, and I actually found the Pringles in there. I don't know why I didn't think about going there first, because Ice and Food Warehouse always has like the most weirdest branded things in there. So I got the chicken royale flavour and the bacon double cheese flavour. Tried them for a TikTok, both of them are insane. Like I was saying before I got them, I feel like every time I try Pringles, this was probably a while ago though, but I don't think they ever actually taste like new flavours. Like I don't think they ever really taste like what they say they're going to taste like, whereas like this is bizarre. But when I was eating these, you can genuinely taste the mayonnaise, the lettuce and the chicken. And in this, you can taste the bread, the burger, the cheese, the bacon. Like you can actually taste it all. And it genuinely does taste like I'm eating a burger. So would highly recommend those. So I picked up those. Excuse my makeup and everything, by the way. I am honestly a mess right now. And then I also got some sweet corn because I wouldn't have got far with my dinner tonight if I didn't buy some sweet corn. I saw it and I was like, that's the one thing I needed for my dinner that I never actually picked up. So I just got a big bag of frozen sweet corn from Iceland. And then I finally got my hands on the Greggs pizzas, which I was saying I want to fill the freezer with some like really nice new freezer food. I saw the sign for these when I went into the shop a couple of weeks ago, but they weren't out. But anyway, now I've got 2 margarita pizzas and 2 pepperoni pizzas from Greggs. I can't remember how much they were each, but it's definitely cheaper than buying them actually in Greggs. But Greggs just has my heart. Like it's just one of those things where every time I'm in town I'm like, oh my god, I really want one, and I always get a pepperoni pizza. So I'm so excited to have some of these in the freezer. So I picked up those. Then obviously I've just got my normal food shop here. Got my avocados, got my onions, all of that stuff that I already showed when I was shopping. And then obviously in Sainsbury's I got my kitchen roll, got my Little Moons. I need to actually pop these in the freezer ASAP. I got my strawberry matcha milk. Basically I've just got all of my favourite things to put back in the fridge freezer, so I'm going to pack all of that away. I'll show you when it's organised. I'm on a mission this year, or maybe this month actually, this year's a bit dramatic, to really get everything like ridiculously organised, because I organise my flat and then it seems to just like, it's always clean and it looks tidy, but like in the cupboards and stuff it's just never fully organised. So that's my mission, and one of my missions is to do the fridge. I really want a gorgeous fridge where I can film, like restock my fridges with me and everything is stupidly organised. So I actually ordered a few different bits like containers and stuff, and like egg holders, because when we went to Costco we bought 60 eggs. Do you know how hard it is to try and store 60 eggs in a fridge when they're just in like packages, because it takes up so much fridge space? So I ordered some like egg organisers and stuff like that. So when all that comes, we're going to do a big organising video, which I'm really excited for, because that is just my favourite thing to do, like organise my house. But anyway, I'm going to pack all of this away and then I'm going to sit and do some editing, and I've got some of the work I need to do, because basically I never really know like how much to say on here, because I've worked on things like this in the past and basically it's always fell through. So I was talking at the beginning of the year about something really exciting that I was doing, and I was actually venturing into opening a business, like a completely separate thing to YouTube, and I was really excited about it, and it basically fell through after like 6 weeks. Don't know if I'm really going to talk about why it fell through or how it fell through, because I'm going to be completely honest, I actually don't even really know myself. The partner that I was going to go into business with, it just never ended up happening. So yeah, I was really excited about it, and I was really excited to try something new, and when it fell through I was like, no, I still really want to do this. Like I have a passion, but not what I was originally doing. So I'm basically working on doing a business, something completely separate to YouTube, but obviously I'm going to film the journey and I'm going to film everything, and then when it works out, because it's going to work out, I will obviously show you everything. But we're at the very beginning stages right now, the very, very beginning stages, and sometimes you have to get told no so many times until you're told yes and it's going to work. And I feel like I've been told no many times, and I've told people my idea and they're like, I don't really like it, but I really believe in the idea. And this is going to sound really stupid, but when KFC started, basically, right, this is just a really random example because I love this story, but when KFC started, I might get the number wrong, but I think he was told no like 100 and something times, like to his recipe, like people just didn't like the recipe. And then it was like 101 or 102 on that time that somebody was like, okay, I like this. And look at KFC now. Because he believed in his idea so much, look at what it became. And I've had this idea and I basically came up with it last year, and I was like, no, I need to bring that to life, but like I just don't really know how or like where to start, because I've built a business in terms of social media, but building like an actual business, I just would have no idea where to start. So I've spoken to so many different people and I've learned so many things, but I'm basically kind of biting a bullet, and I'm going to try something. So I'm going to do some work on that tonight, which is really exciting, but I just don't want to speak about it on here until it's actually a thing, because I've been let down so many times in the past with this not working out, and I don't want to be like, guys, something's coming, and then something's not coming, because it all falls through again. So it's gonna work this time. Everything is going to work out exactly how it's meant to, and I just believe in the idea that I've got so much that I have to bring it to life. Like, I have to do it. So yeah, anyway, that was really long-winded, but moral of the story, never let anybody tell you no if you really believe in your dream and you really believe in an idea, because like that KFC story, I found it very inspiring. And if you have something that you really believe in, you have to go and chase your dreams. So that is exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to do some work on that in a little while as well, and then in a little while, once it's cooled down in here, we can cook some dinner. But right now I literally cannot cook because I am sweating on another level. Like, this is vile. It is time to cook dinner. Just excuse the fact I'm in this side of the kitchen. The sun is blaring in, but also I've cooled the room down a little bit too much, so now I'm actually quite cold. Honestly, you can't get the right temperature in this house. But we're going to start off by cutting my sweet potato. I'm not going to have too much of this. Oh my god. There we go. I actually need to invest in some new knives that are actually a lot sharper than these ones. But I'm just going to do, I think, some little sweet potato cubes. I'm going to cut them quite thinly, because then they'll cook through quicker. So we'll do those, well, no, not even cubes really, little sweet potato triangles, and we're just going to chop them in this dish, and I'm going to cook them in a little bit of oil, like a tiny bit of oil, and then some honey. I feel like when I put honey with my sweet potato, it just works wonders. So I'm going to cook them with some honey and then a fair bit of salt as well. So we'll just cut all of those up. To be honest, that is probably enough, because I'm not going to have too much. I kind of want to have like the majority of my dinner be the sweet corn. So let me just chop the end of this one. There we go. So basically used half of the sweet potato in there. All in the dish. A tiny little bit of oil, and then some honey. We're just going to drench these in honey. I actually should have bought when I was in Costco, because honey's getting expensive. But in Costco they had a really big bottle of honey for £6, and I think I'm definitely going to have to invest in that when I next go to Costco, because I have honey on literally everything. I'm going to pop these in on 190 for maybe like 35-ish minutes. So that's done, and then next I need to boil off some sweet corn in the pan. But first of all, I'm going to chop everything because I've got time whilst those sweet potatoes are in the oven. I'm going to chop a little bit of onion just to have on the side. I just love having onion with honestly every dinner. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, I would happily have an onion. So I did learn when I did that food sorcery class, obviously peel the skin off the onion, but then you also peel off the first layer of the onion. Apparently chefs never cook with the first layer because it's actually a lot softer. So I've peeled it off underneath there. So get rid of that, and then I'm just gonna really finely chop my onion. So cut a load of lines in it, lines, cuts. I'm getting better at cooking, I just don't have the terminology. Let's do that, and then cut the other way. So we've got lots of little pieces of onion. So basically just really tiny diced onion. This is optional. Like I said, I have to have onion with literally every single dinner. So we've got some diced onion there to chop on the side. Avocado. I'm gonna have half of an avocado with it too. So I'm just using all the avocados in Asda were like not ripe, or like even though they were like ripe ready to eat ones, they weren't giving ripe ready to eat when I was feeling them. So I'm just going to use this one because I'd say all the others are a lot softer than this, but because I'm not mashing it and I'm going to have it in slices, I feel like this will be okay to have with my dinner. So I'm just going to slice this avocado super thinly, and then we can fan it out into the bowl once I'm ready to serve, and I'll pop some like chili flakes on it, some salt and some pepper like that. And then in my little sweet corn mix, I'm actually going to add a little bit of dill and a little bit of parsley. Might be a bit random and you might think, oh, I'm not really sure if that works. However, I basically made that salad, again, that I learned in that cooking class. Honestly, guys, it was really, really good. I would recommend. And I discovered my love for dill. Like, I genuinely didn't think I liked it before, but I think it was because I'd never had it. And now that I've had it, I want it in like everything, because when I made that salad it really tasted of dill and I really enjoyed it. So he basically taught me to scrunch up all of the herbs and then just cut them really finely. But if you're cutting mint, to only cut it one way, because if you cut it another way then it starts to bruise, which I never would have guessed, because again, like, I'm not really a mint sort of person. I would never like choose to add mint into a dish. But there we go, just chopped that really finely. This is why I want to get a big knife, so I can do this like cutting technique but properly, but the knives aren't sharp enough, the knives aren't big enough. But there we go, that is all of the herbs and that is everything cut up that I need. So I'm gonna pack all of this away, boil the sweet corn off, and then we can make the mixture for the sweet corn. Sweet corn is boiling, I've got the mince in the pan, I'm gonna pop that on in a minute, but now it is time to make the sweet corn mix. So you use some cottage cheese. Really do wish I got some parmesan, because I feel like parmesan would have been perfect on top of this, but I love cottage cheese so much. So I'm just gonna, obviously I'm only making a portion for myself, so I don't need like a crazy amount. I'm just trying to do like a perfect amount for the sweet corn that I've got. Maybe like that's enough. And then it did actually say to blend it, however, blender's not working. Is that really a shock at this point? Honestly, every single thing is breaking. I'm just going like, every time I'm speaking to someone and I'm explaining to them what's happened, they're like, oh yeah, this has happened to me too. And it's like, everything is breaking on everybody. I don't understand. But I basically got my cottage cheese there. Probably shouldn't have peeled that full thing off, because that needs to go back in the fridge. And then I'm going to add in a tiny bit of sumac, just a little bit. Again, I've been loving this so much. I was having this on my Greek yogurt and gorgeous, not like breakfast by the way, with pizzas and stuff. Okay, hello. And then some paprika, again, not a crazy amount, just enough to give it that like taste. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of mayonnaise into there, and a tiny bit of honey. The honey isn't essential, but like I said, I love honey. I love adding honey to everything. And then of course some salt. And then we're just gonna give that a big mix together, and then obviously we'll mix the sweet corn into it. But I think that's the perfect amount actually for the amount of sweet corn that I've done. Obviously it would be better if this was blended, but I can't blend it right now, no blender. So I'm just using what I can in the kitchen. Perfect, that is my little concoction for my sweet corn. I kind of want to taste it because it smells really good. Perfection, actually perfection. Oh, I need to add my herbs in. I haven't added any of these. Let me just add those in now. I probably could have added them after I've added the sweet corn, but I might as well just mix them all in. This looks really good. I just like meals that are really easy to make, but they're actually also healthy for you. So, perfect. Let me try a little bit now. I've added this. The dill has made a massive difference. Just tastes very fresh. Now I've added that. Okay, I'm gonna do the sweet corn, I'm gonna do the mince, and then I'll show you what I'm plating up. Basically, when I'm cooking, I like to try and tidy the kitchen as I'm going. But like, I'm a very type A person like that. Like, I want everything to be tidy so that I can enjoy my dinner and I don't have to do the tidy up after, which is also why I like making meals like this, because it actually allows you to be able to tidy whilst you're still cooking. It's time to plate up. So, sweet corn is done. I actually did a bit too much sweet corn for the amount of mixture that I had, but I really am enjoying sweet corn at the moment. So honestly, don't judge my portion size here of the sweet corn, because it actually is a bit absurd. But like I said, I've got a bit of an addiction to sweet corn at the minute, so I wanted a lot. Guys, it's so good. Then I've just cooked some mince. We're also going to chuck in the bowl. I didn't do a crazy amount. Just did like a quarter of a bowl. Then I need my avocado. I'm basically just leaving the sweet potatoes in for as long as I can. So, oh, great. Thought my presentation was going to be really good there with the avocado, and then it just broke. So maybe the presentation won't actually be as good as I thought it was going to be. But pile of avocado in there, and then sweet potatoes. Grab these out. Oh, they've cooked. Oh my gosh, that is hot. They have cooked to perfection. Are they soft? Yeah. Perfect. And then I'm just going to scoop these into the corner. Then we need my onion, which I'm just going to pop in the middle, just so I can kind of eat that with everything. I'm thinking I actually might meal prep this meal, you know, because I could cook the mince, I could do a batch of sweet corn, and then I could just whip up some like potatoes every night, but I feel like it's a really nice meal to meal prep. And then a little bit of salt all over, and I do feel like I need some form of sauce with this. I've got chili jam, like a lot of chili jam, but I don't know if chili jam is really working for this dish. I've got some garlic and herb sauce from Domino's, but I think it's like a Domino's dupe that I got from like Costco, I think. And I'm just gonna pop a little bit of this on the mince and then on the sweet potatoes too. This looks perfection. Here it is. I probably could have done with a bit more of the cottage cheese in the sweet corn, but it's basically just a bowl of all of my favorite foods, and I'm gonna sit and try this whilst I'm watching Pretty Little Liars. I've just got to a really good episode in Pretty Little Liars. I always have it on in the background, but I'm at where A does a reveal, and I'm very excited. This is incredible. It's a sweet corn. That sweet corn is just gorgeous. You need to try this recipe. Okay, I must indulge now. I've had dinner and I just watched the other episode of Pretty Little Liars, and now I'm actually going to take my makeup off and I'm gonna have some chill time. Oh my god, that feels so nice to take my hair down. Honestly, I don't know why, but the minute I get in the house, I have to have my hair up. Like, I just can't function with my hair down, but then it gets to a point where I'm like, oh, that ponytail hurts, and now my hair is all down. I think I'm gonna jump in the shower and I'm gonna get my makeup off, so I'm gonna end this vlog here. But before I end this vlog, guys, this was really sweet. So I made a TikTok. It was one of those ones where you send your boyfriend something and then they have to buy you if you get enough likes, and I said like 100k likes for these Sunday body washes that I really wanted, and I did not get 100k likes. I could have got nowhere near 100k likes because my TikTok algorithm at the minute, it really isn't on my side, and I don't understand why. So if you would like to follow me on TikTok, it's Anastasia Kingsnorth. But when we were at the hotel, Joe was like, oh, I just need to pop home and get a parcel, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, we don't need to bring parcels here because it's just going to be so much more to bring back. Anyway, then he gives me a parcel and I was like, what's this? Look at what he got me. He actually ordered me this. Bless him. So it's fluffy pancakes, it is buttery croissant and maple French toast, and oh my god, these are insane. I've been using the honey one in the shower. That is just a joke. I think that's actually my favourite one out of all three, but at the minute you can only order these online. You can't actually get them in shops, but oh my god, it's actually, just hit myself in the nose with it, it's actually a joke. Like, it's a sick joke. So I popped them on display in my bathroom because it just really made me smile. I thought, bless his heart, because I really wanted them, so I'm very happy with them. But I'm gonna end this vlog here because, like I said, I'm just gonna get in the shower and I'm gonna spend my evening chilling and just catching up on some work and editing, to be honest. So I want to get into my pajamas, get my makeup off and just relax. Hair in claw clip, that's when you know I'm fully relaxed. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please smash a huge thumbs up, and other than that, I will see you very soon for a brand new video. Mwah. Bye.